God, I never knew, honestly. You guys would have just told me because I was thinking that Somalians are actually immigrants, but just for me to realize that Somalians said that this land has literally been given to them 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, and they said it is written in the Bible and also in the Quran that anybody that actually cursed Somalian is cursed, and anybody that blessed Somalian is blessed. It didn't just end up there. They went to the point of saying that they own Minnesota. Like they own it. Like there is nothing literally you can do about it. Anyways, I want you guys to look out to some reactions that Black Americans, white people, like every single Americans literally react. And I feel like at some point, this is one thing that actually caught the attention of the orange man. So should we say that the orange man is making the right decision for the first time in history? I don't know. Just let me know in the comment section, because as at this point, I am confused that people that were literally helped can say that that particular land was promised to them. Wow. Anyways, who am I? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. Let's watch, and I'll be back with commentaries. Enjoy.
The racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money. And Somalis are not the only community that committed fraud, okay? We're not all committing fraud, okay? Every community has bad apples, but they're trying to use that as leverage to hate on us, right? And attack our community. But what it is like when you're an immigrant group and you're Black on top of that and you're African, they hate you to be successful. They hate you to be successful. Now, if we were like European immigrants, like maybe Bosnians who are Muslims or Russians, and they become successful, nobody would blink an eye because they're white. But the fact that we're brown people from Africa, you know what I mean? It kills them. Because the way we move, we don't move like we're inferior to anybody, right? And it's bothering them. And our name has reached the White House. That's how powerful the Somali community is. And let me tell you something. The reason why we have nice cars, nice clothes, we look good, we're shining, we're doing that is because we work and we don't spend our money on nonsense. We don't spend our money on like the latest fashions, the latest wigs, the latest whatever. We save our money and we work as a family unit. We're not individualistic. We work as communities. We save our money and we help each other make big purchases that way. Somali community is very tight-knit. American culture is very individualistic. Everybody just, you're alone. You're expected to do everything yourself. In a Somali community, we work together. That's how we became successful fast. And we took, the opportunities that were given to us in this country. Is that wrong? Many immigrants before us did it. Why can't we do it? And now we're being punished for being successful too fast. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The state of Minnesota is the home of the Somali people, in which it fulfills its natural, cultural, religious, and historical right to self-determination.
The more people recognize Minnesota as Somali's ancestral homeland, we're just gonna like basically destroy the Judeo-Christian American idea of Zionism, bro. Like you see how ridiculous this shit sounds? Y'all see how crazy? Cause when we doing this, they're bastardizing the Bible. No. Get back in the lab, bro. We co-opted it. No, it's ours, bro. It's ours. We belong here. God promised this to us. It's been written. It was written thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Allah said that we were gonna be in Minnesota. Sorry.
Yo, Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Kushite bigot and you need help immediately. Also, if you read Genesis 12:3, it says that those who bless Somalis will be blessed, and those who try to harm them will bring harm upon themselves. I didn't say that. Genesis 12:3. Just saying.
We keep saying it's a takeover, that people are here to take over our country and infiltrate and all of that. And people keep saying we lying, but they keep saying it themselves, loud as can be, in our faces. They are here to take over the United States. And if that means taking our heads off in the process, that is the goal. You ain't heard it from me, though.
So facts are coming out now that Minnesota was promised to the Somalis. And that was 3,000 years ago. Those are facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Debate a wall. Doesn't matter to us. But one of the things that many people don't know is that the name of the lake that is so-called Lake Calhoun or Bede Makaska is actually derivative of a Somali phrase, which is Bade Makasikahai, which means Badeda, my body of water. Makasikahai, I will never move away from there. Maka, which means not. Siko, which means to scooch or move. Makasikahai. Badeda kamasikanayawai. Badeda makadakakayo. That's my body of water. And this shows you that Somalis have been long ingrained in that land as is promised to us 3,000 years ago.
Arr! Oi there, mateys. America has been taken over by some Somalian pirates. Yo, I'm telling you, let me tell you, I don't like the hate on immigrants. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm having fun with this one. I'm gonna tell you, I was like kind of sympathetic to them, but these Somalians for real are out of control. Watch this video and we're gonna break down the ridiculous things they've been saying all over social media. Let's go. I think this is like one of the most ridiculous claims I've read. So they have this thing where they think that they're entitled to America because they said that it was promised to them 3,000 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even get through this. Wait till you see this. So this individual said, not many people know Abraham Lincoln's grandfather was of Somali descent. One of the founding fathers. If this isn't the biggest crock of shit, I don't know what is. So I was like, of course, I got to research this. Is this true? So I asked my homegirl ChatGPT and let's see what she. No, Abraham Lincoln was not Somalian. He was English, Scottish, Irish, and Welsh. And it only gets worse, guys. I don't know. Like, the delusion is crazy. Like for real. Trump, you need to get these people up out of here. I think this has to be the most hilarious one of them all. A Native American Somali man whose ancestors and tribes dwelled from the land of Minnesota for centuries. Fun fact, traditional dishes like banana and rice were served in Thanksgiving back in those days also. Yo, foundational Americans, in particular FBAs, what do you guys think of this? Like, this is hilarious. Like, Tariq Nasheed, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to get up in this either. And I'm an African Arabic woman and I want nothing to do with this. Like, these people are delusional. Like, Trump, you cannot get them out of here fast enough. And the last one I'm saving for last is the best one. A massive police presence is now at Carmel Mall, the biggest Somali mall in Minnesota, to protect the communities from ICE. Yes, Minnesota was promised to us 3,000 years ago, and we're not going anywhere. Well, guess what, motherfucker? ICE says something different.
Why y'all keep playing with this comment? This is about the, at least, man, over 20, less than 50. Why y'all, Somalis? Like, y'all gotta be bots, G, cause Somalis, like, specifically, you know, this the land of milk and honey? This land was promised to people, but I know what y'all doing though. I think what this is like, it's a slight. It's a joke. It's a slight. It's a joke towards us who know that we didn't come on boats. That's what they trying to do. So they're using there's a movement, you feel me? But they saying Somali. I bet you won't put this on the White House page. I bet you won't put this on the White House page. Tell Donald Trump this. Matter of fact, I'm going to tag the White House in this right here at the bottom. Right there. Right there. I'm finna... Because y'all keep playing and y'all keep posting this shit way too much, G. Mr. President, I know you got a lot of shit going on, G. Don't take this serious, but they've been saying this shit a lot. They playing too much, huh? I think it's funny, so don't take it serious, but why they playing like this is the question. I'm just gonna put the White House down here. That's all.
If y'all haven't seen it, because of Trump's stupid bullcrap about the Somali people here in Minnesota, Somalis on TikTok are talking about how Minnesota was promised to them 3,000 years ago. And as someone, as a native in Minnesota that has ancestral ties to the land before colonization, is the funniest fucking thing. Oh man, I love Somali people so much. Oh my god, it's so great. It is so, like, please, Somalis, keep triggering all of the people. Like, I please, it is so freaking funny. From a native to a Somali, please keep fucking going.
Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 2,000 years ago? Nuh-uh. The only thing that was promised to you Somalis 2,000 years ago is that light bulb shaped noggin you guys have. Burnt light bulb.
People who spent years calling America racist are now crying online because they're being sent back to the same country they swore was better than here. Y'all like the video right here, follow for more. And let's get into this one. You see the meltdown videos everywhere, tears, anger, demands, but none of them mention the fraud investigations, the expired visas, the money that moved through criminal networks, or the abuse of programs paid for by the taxpayers. The moment accountability shows up, they all act shocked. I look at these videos and all I see is the same contradiction. Somalia is beautiful when they want moral high ground, but Somalia becomes unsafe the moment removal papers arrive. They switch the story depending on what benefits them. The reactions are emotional because the system finally stopped bending. Deportations are happening because laws exist, because agencies uncovered fraud rings, because certain groups are draining millions from health, housing, and social programs that working Americans rely on. There's nothing complicated here. People act like the West owes everyone a comfortable life, like your job is to give everyone else more than what you could give your own family. And that is not how a country works. You cannot build a healthy society by subsidizing the failure of another one. And while all this is going on, the people who should be rebuilding Somalia, protecting Somalia, and modernizing Somalia are here demanding benefits. Their own country loses the adults who should be leading it. But Americans care about Americans who can't afford homes. They care about the people being pushed out of work by cheap labor. They care about a safe country. They do not care about entitlement meltdowns on TikTok. Accountability is not cruelty. Borders are not cruelty. Deportations are not cruelty. They're the basic function of a stable nation. Western countries are finally acting like it. Y'all like the video right there? Follow for more. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Pardon my French in advance, but did y'all hear?
what Donald Trump had to say recently about Somalian Americans that live in Minnesota, that they are garbage people, and that all they do is bitch and complain, and that they need to be sent back to where they come from. They come from hell, is what Donald Trump said. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Donald Trump has been complaining about the Epstein files, talking about the affordability crisis is a Democrat hoax, but yet and still, he ran his 2024 presidential campaign on affordability. And as a matter of fact, got elected because of that. But now it's a hoax. The Epstein file hoax shouldn't be released. Now it's being released. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, looks like a lot of bitching is coming from the White House. Not that many years ago, Donald Trump's own wife was complaining about the Christmas trees and saying she didn't give a F about them. You gonna round her up? Because that is ultimately what the objective is. Donald Trump says these people need to go back, so they're going to put ice on it to send these people back to Somalia. But what's crazy is a lot of these people are actual citizens of the U.S. So since we're going to round people up for complaining and bitching, I guess ICE better get ready to round us all up, along with Donald's wife and Donald Trump himself. I think his people originated from Germany. Let's send him back. How about that? And let's send Melania back to whatever Slavic country she come from. How about that? Since he tired of people bitching and complaining.
It just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. Just pray to God just. I'm just tired of you guys talking about me and just always talking shit. These guys just don't even know how to just leave me alone. I'm just so tired.
But the fact of the matter is, we told y'all 20 years ago, but y'all was too busy. Oh, we're better. Y'all too busy doing that shit, right? Than to be listening and planning, huh? Now look at y'all. This administration on y'all ass, about to start redlining y'all, about to start taking everything away that they let y'all build. And look at y'all, didn't even build nothing for the kids. And now your kids is lost. And now they about to start filling up the prisons with them. They're not going to send y'all kids back to Somalia. They're going to start filling up the prison so they can get free labor out of y'all. Don't say we didn't tell y'all 20 years ago.
If y'all don't get y'all fraudulent scamming, cross-eyed, big four-headed, we know you married your brother, take y'all illegal scamming asses on. Get out. I'm on my way to Minnesota. I'm on my way to ask you questions. Let's go to Minnesota. Let me call my brother and my best friend, and let's start a TV show. Let's go around to all these damn places and figure. I'm already in Dearborn. Let's start there first. Those motherfuckers need to go.
Saying that Black Americans don't have allies for the longest, right? Now, this proves my point. Out there in Minnesota, a young Black mother was looking for a daycare to put her children. What do you know? The Somalis run a 24-hour daycare, but when she get there, they don't want to give her a tour. They don't want to service her. And she says,
I tried to send my child to one of the 24-hour daycare centers because it was the only 24-hour daycare in Minnesota. The Somalis would not give me a tour. They did not want me to bring my kids to their daycare. It was because they was doing daycare fraud. Come to find out, another thing with them, they made it very clear their only agenda is to benefit the Somali community.
you know, most of these immigrants, they come here. They don't come here to ally with us Blacks. They don't come here to be our friends. They don't come here to service us. They don't come here to be around us. They come here to use America for whatever they can get out of it. That's something that we all have to remember, because that's what it is. You open a business here in America, then it's for everyone. You service everyone. You don't come to America to only service your own people. And that's one of the biggest issues that white Americans and Black Americans have with all immigrant groups right now in America. You guys come here and you don't even play by the rules, because before you had your own place, before you had your own little cities and towns, you had to come to our cities and towns. Guess what? You got all the services you need. So that's one of the biggest issues that Black Americans have with all immigrants. You guys come here, you think you're better than us. You don't treat us with any kind of respect. You don't respect our history. You don't respect our language. You don't respect our country. You don't respect us at all. But yet you expect us to respect you. You expect us to put our bodies on the line when ICE is chasing your ass down the street. No, sir. It's never happening again. Believe me, Black Americans do not have any allies, and we need to start marching and acting like it and voting and standing on that too.
Residents of Minnesota, it has been brought to my attention that some of you fear that the Somali community is taking over the Twin Cities, the cities you've once called home. This takeover is very inevitable, as this land was promised to us by our ancestors 5,000 years ago. And unlike It's Not Real, we actually have video proof of this. Watch.
Northern regions of the Midwest located in the United States of America. You can claim this land the year 2025, and you have to make the president a guy called Fateh, who very much looks like I am the captain now. And this is not a coincidence, but rather a prophecy foretold. I know you're wondering what this new country will be called. We will call this new country the Land of Somalia.
That being said, if you could kindly give up your homes to the nearest Somali family you can find, because we would have to hate to call the SDF the Somali.
These people been here for 30 years. And for 30 years, they refuse to assimilate. As a matter of fact, they done turned Minnesota into Little Somalia. Even changed the flag of Minnesota to reflect Somalia. They wasn't trying to be Americans. They were trying to recreate home. But when you tell them it's time to go home, suddenly it's a problem. When you say it's time to pack your bags because your temporary protection is over, honey. It's time to pack your bags and go home. Now suddenly it's a problem. Oh, we Americans though. We Americans. Since when? You ain't never tried to be American. You tried to change America. You tried to create your own little Somalia that you could safely have things your way in. Well, we're telling you that we don't want our cities changed into Somalia. We're going to give you a bus ride, a plane ride, a boat ride, and everything else you need until you back safely in Somalia. And let's hope them boats don't get pirated.
The Somali community funneled fraudulent autism claims back to Somalia that goes into the accounts of El Shabaab, an Al Qaeda terrorist group. So President Trump terminates the temporary migrant status for all Somalians. So let's talk about it. Allegedly, the Somalians found a way to exploit the HSS program of Minnesota. These funds were designated to autism, addicts, seniors, and those that needed help with housing. Word on the street, this program was ran loosely. Somali children are overly diagnosed with autism. They are enrolled in expensive social services programs. And then these inflated autism claims are submitted to Medicaid. I would say this is unbelievable, but this is happening in California as well. Within 4 years, the HSS program of Minnesota has increased from $3 million to $400 million.
Somalian scam in Minnesota, but this couple got away with $7.2 million. After going to court and being convicted, the judge overturned it. They had a home health care business for 2 years without a physical address, like without a building, but a P.O. box. They overcharged Medicaid, overbilled them, didn't have documentation for the services that they provided. All this was provided in the courtroom, and the judge said, nope, we're going to overturn the decision of the jury. So they got away with $7.2 million. Sarah West, the judge in Minnesota, Democratic judge in Minnesota, and then this is what the husband, I can't click out his first name right, but Youssef, last name. Yeah, crazy. So they, no accountability. You could go to Minnesota, scam millions of dollars, and you could get away with it. This is easier than robbing a bank. This is easier than robbing a bank, just falsifying a couple of documents, and there you go.
You see why I said you people did not literally inform me? I didn't know that it was actually Somalians that own the city of Minnesota. Honestly, I was thinking that it was Americans, but these people have guts. They have effrontery. They have the audacity. Are you serious? And this is literally what every single Americans are really scared of. You see, immigrants that came on survivors, especially for Somalians, they did not only come for survival, they came for rescue. They came for rescue. Somalian was so hot that most of them were just fleeing to. So United States came into the picture to rescue some of them, give them shelter, and today these people are literally claiming a city. You see reasons why some of these Americans don't even want to help any immigrant. They don't even want to give them space. They don't even want them to make them feel like they are so welcome. These are cases that is causing it. Because if after every single thing that is happening, Somalians can wake up one morning and start saying that this land was promised to them 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, they go nowhere, they own this land, they live on this land, there is nothing you can do. It's quite amazing and hilarious. I think by this time, what most content creators of Somalians should have been doing is to root out how they can actually make peace reign, how they can make things easy instead of just coming to conclude on every single side. What they would have been doing right now is how do we put things straight? And in fact, coming to beg, they're supposed to be begging more. They're already begging, right? But begging Black Americans more to, like, how do you people come to our rescue? Even their is it what's her name? Oma. I saw her video where she literally said that she go nowhere, and I was like, Eloma, is this okay? She didn't really put it like I go nowhere, like in a direct statement, but the way she said it is she's gonna live here longer than even the orange man. I said it in my video yesterday. I don't know if that is AI. If it is AI, then it's fine. But if it is not AI, I'm like, is this how we are going to let things work out? Because the orange man is already seeing these people as garbage, like he said, disturbers, scammers. We also have some Americans actually coming here to be like, Somalians are not like that. I've not lived with Somalians, right? So I'm not even coming here to be like, yeah, they are all the disturbance and every other language that the orange man actually called them. But I feel like the way some of them are actually addressing this issue, especially on social media, it's quite crazy. And these are clips that the orange man will keep saying over and over again. And at the end of the day, his decision will continue to be even more stronger. Instead of looking out for, okay, how do we sort this out and let everybody just live in peace and harmony? It's quite not making sense. It's honestly not making sense. And for them to now come up to be like anybody that cursed them, the Bible said they are cursed. Some of them are even quoting Bible. I was like, oh, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? I feel their pains at some point, but why I literally do not care about them is because they have literally never cared about the Black community. Somalians have literally never cared about the Black, knowing fully well that their skin type, their skin color is the same, but they have literally not. I kid you not. Only 1% understand what it means to be Black. And that is why if Black Americans are like, we are not putting hands, we are not putting our mouth, we're not putting our body, we're not putting our energy. I 100% trust and I love that. Because yes, you're going to fight for people that can actually fight for you. You're going to stand for people that even regard your standing. So it simply means that even if Black Americans actually come out to support these people, stand out for these people, at the end of the day, these people are literally still not going to support every single Black person out there. So what's the point? There is no point. Now, the person they actually put on the seat is the one whooping their ass, is the one making them to have sleepless nights. Like you can literally see one man in the clip that I added, I think I added that clip here, where he was literally crying that they should give him his passport, how he got deported, and so on and so forth. Anyways, let's see how this orange man and the Somalians are going to come to an end. Let's see, fingers crossed. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Credits belong to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for, guys? Do what? Subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. Anyways, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I say in my videos, I'm going to be saying, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys, I love you guys. Mwah.